Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Marcus Mariota and the Atlanta Falcons versus Nick Foles and the Indianapolis Colts.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Patterson to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd, here's Algier. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. Leading them out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, Nick Foles. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To throw is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun, Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, Patterson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith taking it in from 4 yards out as they have taken the lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you-heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mariota on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to...
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Flushed out right. Complete to Zaccheaus. Touchdown! All-Madden Zaccheaus. 71 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times.
Well, I get what he was trying. Right.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Straight ahead, Patterson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Running the counter, Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Patterson again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. Flush to his right. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Tossing out right here to Patterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Mariota keeps himself upright. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Patterson running between the tackles to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are going to win the game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.